This is a deep stretch class focused on the hips and the chest. Find your way to the top of your mat standing, and we'll start with some long, deep breathing. Feel your feet on the ground. They can be together or hip width. Spread your toes and sink your tailbone. Lengthen the neck and start to breathe into the sides of the rib cage. Allow your lower abdomen to contract slightly. Breathing in as you lift the arms, look up, squeeze your pelvic floor. Exhale, fold halfway and pause. All the way down, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, warming the body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, right, left, warming up the hips. Shake the head, squat down a few times, warming up the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank pose, knees down. Inhale, cat and cow. Stretching your spine, using your breath to help open up every vertebrae. You can close your eyes and breathe deeply into your spine. Hold on the upswing, breathing into your upper back. Then inhale, hold on the arch, breathing into your chest, heart. You can stick out your tongue and do a lion's breath, releasing stale air from the lungs. Good. And then come back through your downward facing dog. Pedal, knees, right, left. Move your hips. Press both heels down, breathing into the sides of the rib cage again. Maybe sigh as you breathe out. On your next inhale, come forward, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to a low back bend. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. As you inhale to roll up, squeeze your butt. Exhale, roll down. Keep going, letting your head come last. Using your legs and hips as an anchor. And then hold, stretch the chest, stretch the belly. You can use your fingertips and go deeper into the pose, pressing the hands into the ground. Release. Press back, downward dog. Reconnect to your breath. Bend the knees. And you're going to come into a side gait pose, stretching the waist. Good. Circle the arm. Circle the other way, warming up the shoulder joint. Option to lift the back leg, lift the arm, or keep the foot on the ground. Maybe reach back in a little half moon shape. Whatever feels better for you today. You can also grab the top of the foot and kick into the hand, stretching the chest, belly, hips. Release. Roll through the center, and then go to the other side. Start with circling the arm, warming up the shoulder. Move the neck around. Circle the other way. Lift the back leg if you'd like. You can keep it on the ground if you want. Arch it back. Or keep the leg lifted and grab the top of the foot, kicking into the hand. Make sure to press strongly through your bottom hand. Open your hips, chest. Release, roll back through the center, and roll your shoulders. Good. Now we're going to roll through the spine. Arms and head lift last. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up like an ocean wave, moving up your spine, out through your crown, out through your fingertips, warming up the spine, warming up the strength in the legs. At the top, bend the elbows and lift the chest. Pause here for a moment. You can come into camel if your body is ready for that. And if you're not, just stay with the arms bent. Tuck your toes, lift your heart, squeeze your butt. Inhale, lift back up, and exhale, lower down. Come back down and find your way into a puppy pose, opening the front of the chest. Have your hips directly over your knees, arms about mat width distance or wider if your shoulders hurt. Your chin or your forehead should be on the ground, stretching open your chest and your throat. Long, deep breaths into the sides of your ribs. Good, release. And lift your right arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread your arm through, stretching the side of the shoulder and the neck. Option to lift the left arm and wrap it around your waist, grabbing your inner thigh. Stay here or lift your left leg into the air. You can also just tuck your toes and leave your leg on the ground. If this doesn't feel good on your neck, keep both knees on the ground. Slowly release and come back out, releasing the shoulder. Notice the difference from the two sides. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale from your core. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross, stretching the side of the shoulder and the neck. Optional right arm lifts, wraps, grabs your inner thigh. Right leg extends this time. Option to lift. Again, listen to your body. It's not important the shape, it's important the stretch that you feel. Long, deep breaths, releasing as you're ready. Inhaling to arch, exhaling to round and come into downward dog. You can exhale through your mouth, releasing stale air. I really like to do the lion's breath, sticking out the tongue, expelling air all the way from the bottom of the lungs, releasing heat from the body and the mind. Bend both knees and walk or jump to the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Roll up slowly, inhaling. Reach your arms into the sky, look up. Exhale, slowly lower your arms by your sides and stand up tall. Do it again. Lift the arms, look up, and exhale, arms down. Feel the sides of your body lengthening. Feel your feet on the ground. From here, chair pose. Inhale, reach up, bend the knees. Arch the spine again, bending the elbows, send the chest into the air. Feel the sun on your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold halfway and all the way. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step or jump back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, open the hip. Breathe deeply into the front of your left hip and circle your left ankle. You can also circle the left knee to help open the left hip joint. Re-extend the leg, inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend, exhale. You can also drop your right knee if you need to. Knee to nose, extend, knee to left tricep, extend, exhale to nose, and step. Drop your back knee, low lunge. Inhale up into a low lunge with the hands on the knees. Weight in the front heel, right glute squeezing. Option to put your fingertips on the ground and drop your head back, or arch your upper back only and bend your elbows like a goalpost. You can also add the arms, leaning back, straightening the arms, pressing the palms together. This is called Kalimuja. Inhale back up and exhale. Grab the back foot and if you can, pull it into your hip. Point your fingers forward. You can rest your opposite hand anywhere comfortable. Make sure both shoulders face forward and keep squeezing your right butt forward. Remember, you can just hold the foot back there. You don't actually have to pull it all the way in. Another option is to keep your right hand on the ground and reach with your left hand, grabbing the outside of your foot, or again, pulling it into your right glute. When you're ready, release the stretch and come into lizard pose with the hands on the inside of the left foot, or drop the elbows down. You can tuck your back toes and straighten your back leg, rocking forward and back, or leave your knee on the ground. If you're more flexible, put your chest and face on the ground. If you need to stay up in your hands, that's fine. Keep your left knee facing the sky. Deep breaths into the front of the right hip. Good release. Now we'll come into either half splits with the hands on the hips bending forward, exhale. Or the hands on the ground bending forward, exhale. Or you can come up and down a few times using the breath to help relax your muscles. It also feels nice to circle the ankle here. You can either stay there with the forehead or the chin on the shin, or move into full splits, Hanumanasana. Make sure you're squeezing your right butt cheek forward. If you're all the way down, reach your arms up and interlace your fingers in Kalimuja with the index finger released. Look past your fingertips to the sky, to the infinite, and squeeze your pelvic floor. Send the energy up the spine. Release. And from here, we'll come into a few rocks just to relax the hips. Reach the left leg back up. Open the hip one more time. Inhale and exhale. Flip over into Wild Thing. Left toes on the ground, right foot pressing down. Reach back with your left hand. Coming back over, back into Down Dog. Find your breath. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale Chaturanga. Inhale upward facing. Exhale downward facing dog. Inhale right leg lifts. Exhale bend the knee, open the hip. Option to circle the ankle or circle the knee to help open your hip. Long deep breaths. Extend the leg on the inhale. Exhale knee to nose. Inhale extend. Exhale knee right tricep. Inhale. Exhale nose. Remember, you can do the same thing with the left knee on the ground. Knee to your nose, extend, exhale forearm, extend, knee to nose, step, and lower the back knee, exhale. Come into a low lunge. You can stay here the whole time with the fingertips on the ground or the hands on the knee. If you want to take it deeper, reach back and try to put the fingertips on the ground, drop the head back. Again, make sure your heart is lifting, front heel pressing down, left butt squeezing. You can take an upper back bend by bending the arms into a goalpost shape, or you can add the arms overhead in Kalimuja, stretching open the back of the arms, drop the head back. Keep squeezing your left glute. Inhale to come back up. Bend the knee. This is a deeper hip stretch. Pull the foot into the glute if you can, and point your fingers facing forward. Get your shoulders to face the front, and pull the right hip backward, pushing the right heel down. You can also take a different variation with the right hand grabbing the left foot and the left hand on the ground. Breathe deeply no matter where you are. Try to relax your thigh with the exhale. Release, come into half splits, hips over your back knee, front toes flexed. You can come up and down a few times. Use your soft breath, exhaling down and inhaling up to help consciously relax the back of your thigh. Keep squeezing the front of your thigh, flexing the foot. You can stay here with the forehead or the chin on the shin. Maybe roll your ankle or move into your full splits, Hanumanasana. You can point or flex your toes. You can put your hands on the ground to help hover your weight or lift the arms in Kalimuja. Draw the energy up the spine, up the arms, out through the index finger into the sky. This is a very powerful pose. Release. Rock forward and back a few times, relaxing the hips. And then come into lizard. Rock forward and back on the left toes now. Hands on the inside of the right foot. You can drop your knee, maybe drop onto your elbows or your chest. And again, long, slow, deep breaths. Breath will take you much further in stretching than force. And try to relax on your exhales. When you're ready, walk yourself back up, frame your foot, and then step back. Lift the right leg again, open the hip, or flip over into Wild Thing. This time, your left toes will lift, right toe is flat on the ground, reaching with the right arm. Right leg lifts, back through down dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, backward bending. And pause in the backward bend. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your legs. Squeeze your elbows in and back. Exhale back into a child's pose. Long spine, heavy hips, heavy head. Slowly come forward onto all fours and swing your legs around. We'll move into a figure 4 stretch for the outer thigh, outer hip. Go ahead and cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit up tall. Scoot yourself close into your right heel. Flex your left toes, and you might choose to rock side to side, relaxing the groin. For more advanced variation, hug your left shin into your chest and sit up tall. Breathing into your left hip, outer hip. Slowly release, and we'll come into the other side. Bending the left knee, crossing the right ankle, flex the right toes, and rock side to side or grab the shin. If you're grabbing the shin, make sure to sit up tall with your back flat. Relax the shoulders. Go ahead and extend the leg to release. And from here, we're going to move into a forward fold. You can start with knees bent and just bend and straighten a few times, learning to kick energy through your heels. Sit up tall. Exhale and fold halfway. Inhale, sit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold, and you can drop your head this time. Grab on your feet or your ankles or shins. Long, deep breaths into your back. If you're still working on back and hamstring flexibility, you can keep a tiny bend in your knees and focus on sending your sit bones back through space. Really lengthen your exhales here. And keep the front of the thighs strong as you kick through your heels and pull yourself down with the strength of your arms, shoulders away from your ears. Slowly roll up. Good. Now, come into a twist. Cross your right foot over your left thigh, and if you like, tuck your left heel underneath your sitting bone. Make sure you're sitting on both sitting bones, and then twist towards your right. If you'd like, you can take the bind, crossing your arm underneath your thigh. Just a short twist. Release. Cross your left foot. And if your leg is straight, make sure that your straight leg is flexed. Otherwise, bring your heel next to your hip, sit on both sitting bones, and twist. Or take the bind, crossing your arm underneath your thigh, reaching around your back. The higher up on your back you reach, the easier it is to grab. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist from your belly, chest, neck, eyes. Slowly release. And from here, come into an easy cross-legged pose. You can take half lotus or full lotus if it's available. And bring your knees close together. Sit up tall and softly drop the chin. Put your index finger and thumb to touch, straighten your other fingers, and start to take long, deep breaths into your ribs, just like we started. Contract your lower abdomen and try to really puff up your lungs on the front, back, sides, bottom, and top. Breathe in such a way that it eclipses all the thoughts in your mind. Long and slow, strong and deep, like the waves of the ocean. Guide your energy in, focus inward. Feel the breath moving inside your body. And start to release the breathing. Relax. And make your way onto your back for final relaxation. Taking long, slow, deep breaths into the belly. Take anything you need to make sure you're warm. And let your arms and legs be heavy. Imagine warm sand underneath your body and let your head, arms, chest, back, hips, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet all collapse onto the warm sand. Relax your neck, jaw, face. Relax your internal organs, your lungs, your heart, intestines, pelvic organs. And imagine your skin getting softer, muscles getting softer, and feel your bones get heavier. Relax all effort and let go of the need to control the body. Let go of the need to control the mind. Release even the control of the breath. and just rest, body and mind. No effort. If you're ready to move again, you can take a nice yawning stretch, waking up your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Bend one knee to the chest and do a little cat stretch. Other knee, both knees to the chest, rocking side to side, front to back, and eventually making your way to a seat. You're welcome to move into a longer meditation now, or simply take a moment to acknowledge all your effort, to sit up tall and to feel the gift of this body, feel your heart beating, lungs breathing. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.